Right then, today we have some tag team action as the debuting OTM Out the Mud take on the Nemeth Brothers. It's also the debut as a team for the Nemeth Brothers. We used them both before, but not as this iteration of a tag team. I think Ryan Nemeth had one match back in 2021. He lost that one, so he's on -1 altogether. And I think that match was as part of the Sexy Wingmen with Peter Avalon and... was it JD Drake? I can't remember off the top of my head, to be honest with you. So he's currently on -1 after one match. Nick Nemeth, on the other hand, he is on -2 after 5 matches, which is disappointing. I think he should be a hell of a lot higher than that, and this is an opportunity today to prove that, because they should be the favourites to win this one against OTM. I don't know bugger all about OTM at all. I don't know nothing about them at all. I've had a quick look on Cage Match, and I'll read a couple of the reviews in a minute, and you'll see that they're not the most popular team in the entire world, but they're in developmental. That's the whole point. They're there to develop and get better, aren't they, I suppose? And here they are then, Lucien Prince on the left, Bronco Nima on the right. Yeah, these two guys never wrestled for us before ever, so they're both on 0 points from 0 matches, of course, and the same as a tag team. Right, let's crack into the action. So I've just got into Cage Match because neither of these two guys for Out the Mud have got a Wikipedia page, so as I look and see any information at all. Bronco Nima is 27 years of age, 6'5", former American football star. Well, star's a strong word, isn't it, really? Just reading through some of the Cage Match reviews. Him and his tag team partner aren't very good. They're pretty useless and will never probably do anything. That's a bit harsh, isn't it? That's a 3 out of 10, so God knows what a 0 is for him. There's another 0-1 here. Nothing special about this dude or his tag team partner. Basically just a meatbag for Jada Parker. I don't know what that means. OTM in general is pretty dang boring, and I don't know what they'll ever do. Even when they cut promos, I've got no idea what they're talking about. Bit harsh. Some of the better reviews then, I don't have much to say about them. I like what I've seen so far. Out the Mud is a tag team. They're pretty solid, and I think with more time and experience, there will be a great tag team in the future. Pretty glowing one. Green, yet a very good talent. And the sky's the limit for this tag team. There's mixed reviews then on them, to be honest. I say I know bugger all about them, so if you know stuff about them, please do let me know in the comment section down below what you think about these two. Oh, so Jada Parker is part of the group with them. That explains why they were talking about Jada Parker earlier. Okay, that makes sense. Lucien Prince is 28. He's also a former footballer. Him and his tag team partner aren't very good. Or someone just copied and pasted that one across both of them. Nothing special. Basically just a meatbag. Yeah, these reviews are copied and pasted across both of them. That's a bit harsh, isn't it, really? So I think the Nemeth Brothers will be pretty firm favourites for this one. It seems like it's a bit of an easier team for them to go after, but we need more teams like that, and they'll probably get a lot more use out of teams like Out the Mud just because we can use them to help put other teams over. Because the problem is, I keep saying that we're putting the best versus the best all the time, and at that point, one of the best has to lose. I know it sounds stupid, but that's the way it is, isn't it? So by putting the best occasionally up against someone who's not quite up there, it allows the best and the cream to rise to the top, as I always say. Super kick there by Nick Nemeth on Bronco Nima. He's crawling to... well, I think he's trying to go for a pin. He's crawling around. He's not really doing a very good job, is he, really? Lucien Prince sending Ryan Nemeth back into the ring. Ryan Nemeth is in the same boat, by the way. He's someone that I think we possibly could use a bit more in the future just to put one of the bigger names over. The problem I always have is that I put the big versus the big because that's what gets the views. If I put AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe, people are going to go, yeah, that looks good, I'll watch that. If I put AJ Styles versus Nick Nemeth, or not Nick, Ryan Nemeth, people aren't going to click on it, are they? But I'll have to balance it out, I suppose, won't I? Nick Nemeth fighting his way free, but falls straight into the hands of Lucien Prince. Lucien now with a catapult across the bottom rope, the neck of Nick Nemeth. Hits it, and now Lucien heading up to the top. I don't know what any of these guys' big moves are. I went for an elbow drop and completely missed it. Does it say on Cage Match what their finishes are? It does not. Okay. Well done. Career highlights, Lucien Prince. His career highlights are 2 matches. We saw Lucien Prince and Bronco Nima in a tag team 4-way match. A match worth watching. Bronco, Nima, and Lucien Prince versus Axiom and Nathan Fraser from January 2025. Okay. So they've not wrestled a ton, looking at their matches per year for the promotion. It looks like they've wrestled once in October, twice in September, once in August, once in July, once in June, 3 times in May, twice in... They've had a decent... They've had 14 matches across all of 2025 on TV. But as I say, they're both only started wrestling in 2022. The fact they're even on TV at this point is quite impressive, I suppose. And I think that's what we've got to start doing, more like Evolve and NXT and people like that is... Not NXT, sorry, TNA. Especially with a lot of the TNA roster, apparently their contracts expiring after Bound for Glory this weekend. Send some guys like this over there. Give them some experience in front of a crowd on TV and see how they get on. Bronco Nima now taking Ryan Nemeth up on the shoulder. Here with a power slam, but Nick is there. He's going to break up the pin attempt straight off the bat. He's having none of it. So, yeah, out the mud includes Jada Parker as well. I don't know bug all about Jada Parker either, to be honest with you, but is she... Oh, Jada Parker was born in... Oh, no, okay. It sounds... When I read where she was born, it says Port St. Lucie. I'm thinking that sounds Caribbean. It's not, it's in Florida. Okay. Okay, I was just saying if it said that she had a partner, so we could add her onto the intergender ranking system, but she does not, apparently, according to Wikipedia. At least she's got a Wikipedia page, unlike the other two. Lucien Prince, they're going for some sort of cutter on Ryan Nemeth. Nemeth fighting back, there's a boot in the gut and a stiff strike taking down Lucien Prince. Ryan Nemeth now in with a leg drop. And there's the pin, it's a 2 count. It was close though, closer than I thought it was going to be. Lucien Prince now with a strike into the back of Ryan Nemeth, looking for the back elbow. And Nemeth now with the neck breaker. There's the pin for the 1, 2. Oh, it's only a 2 count, but it's getting closer and closer here for the Nemeth Brothers to get the victory. Running closeout in the corner. And now Bronco Nima sending Nick Nemeth off, went for the big boot. He ducked it, but he got caught then by Lucien Prince. Spinning heel kick. What a great kick that was right in the face. And it's looking iffy now all of a sudden for the Nemeths. Oh, maybe it got a bit luckier there, didn't it, really? As Bronco Nima completely flattened by his tag team partner. Look at that, just launching Ryan Nemeth up into the air, though. There's the pin now by Bronco Nima on Ryan Nemeth. And, oh my god, that was closer to a 3 than I thought it was going to be, I must admit. Running shoulder block there by Lucien Prince, taking down Nick Nemeth. Ryan taking Nima up with the pile driver. There's the pin, though, by Lucien Prince on Nick Nemeth. It's broken up straight off the bat. Ryan Nemeth now with a kendo stick right across the chest of Bronco Nima. And snaps it across him as well. Wow. I thought he was going to go for the pin then, but decides against, now heads up to the top rope. Wow. Okay, Nick Nemeth just ran straight into the ring steps. Ryan Nemeth with a drop kick from the middle rope, taking down Nima and dropping the leg drop as well. Clotheslines Bronco Nima to the outside, but Lucien Prince now comes up on Ryan Nemeth. Sends him off the ropes, over the top with a high backdrop. And now catching Nick Nemeth face with the strike up on the shoulders. There's the power slam. A boot in the back as well. And I must admit, Lucien Prince is definitely impressing here. Some real effective moves. The attempted elbow drop missed. And look at Nick Nemeth there taking down Lucien Prince. Springs up to the top, went for the moonsault. Lucien Prince saw it coming, moved out the way. There's the power slam. As Bronco Nima just sends the ring steps right into the face of Ryan Nemeth and just slams it down onto him as well. Lucien Prince now with the strikes on Ziggler. And all of a sudden, out the mud, they're looking strong again. Oh, nice. There's a lung blower. And look, he's busted open the code breaker. But Ryan Nemeth was there to break it up. But that could have been enough there, you know. Ryan Nemeth now with the neck breaker. And it's broken up. Attempted big boot there by Bronco Nima. And Ryan Nemeth just flattens him ground and pound. Nick Nemeth in control of Lucien Prince. There's the pin though by Ryan now on Bronco Nima. Will it be enough? No, Lucien Prince was there to break it up. Ryan Nemeth now turning Nima around into the neck breaker. Lucien Prince is flat out on his back on the outside. There's the chance for Ryan Nemeth to get the pin. There's the one. There's the two. Still only a 2 count. Wow. Famous on the outside by Nick Nemeth on Lucien Prince. Bronco Nima drops into the pin on the inside. It's broken up though. Nice reverse DDT there by Nick Nemeth on Bronco Nima. Ryan's going to bring him back up to center base. The referee's been flattened at some point. Ryan Nemeth taking him up on the shoulders. There's a zigzag on the outside by Nick Nemeth. Ryan is in trouble. Went for the powerbomb, but Nima was able to break free. Nick was going to go for a super kick, but Bronco Nima caught him. Nick fights free, and there's the chop right into the back of the knee, taking down Bronco Nima. The referee is now back up on his feet. There's the boot in the gut by Bronco Nima. Nice neck breaker once again by Ryan Nemeth. It's been an effective move for him so far, but he still hasn't got the pin. Look at Lucien Prince. Went for that spinning heel kick we saw it already hit earlier in the match, but this time it was avoided. As Ryan Nemeth now willing up Bronco Nima. Nick Nemeth stalking Lucien Prince. Ryan hits. Nick with a super kick. There's the pin. But Bronco Nima was able to break free from Ryan Nemeth and get the pin himself. Bronco Nima gets caught by Ryan Nemeth. Has him in the headlock. And look at that little jab right between the eyes. Pinned by Ryan, but Lucien Prince was there to break it up. Ryan Nemeth now rolling over. Oh, the boot right in the back of the head of Bronco Nima. The Hollywood hunk with the strikes into the face. Bronco Nima has been busted open, by the way. There's the pin by Lucien Prince on the Hollywood hunk. Ryan Nemeth, but Nick is there to break it up. Nemeth got a knee in the face there by Lucien Prince. And all of a sudden, Out the Mud are taking some control in this match. And there's the pin attempt here by Lucien Prince. Referee's counting very slow. They've got it, you know. Oh, my word. Out the Mud on their debuts have picked up the victory over the Nemeth Brothers. Well, that's ruined that one for me then, hasn't it, really? Right, Nick Nemeth then, as in Dolph Ziggler, moves down to a -3 after 6 matches. Ryan Nemeth moves down to a -2 after 2. And the team of Bronco Nima and Lucien Prince both get a victory in their first ever match. That puts them both up to a +1. Joining Dark State with 1 win from 1 match. That's crazy. And also Hank and Tank. So there's 3 tag teams this week that have made their debuts. We've got Hank and Tank, we've got Osiris Griffin and Dion Lennox of Dark State, and we've got Lucien Prince and Bronco Nima. I mean, that could be a triple threat tag team match that we do. I mean, the pay-per-view is already fully booked now, and I'll be honest, I've already massively overbooked this entire show, so I'm not going to add another match on there, but just when it comes back to it, that's something we'll have to have a look at. But there we go, big victory then for OTM out the mud. Bronco, Nima, and Lucien Prince defeat the Nemeth Brothers in their very first ever match on SWE. Well, bugger me sideways. That is a shocking start to the day, and NXT pick up another victory. I mean, what is it now then? Because TNA were leading, weren't they? So 3, 6, 8, 9. So TNA have got 11 victories. NXT have got 3, 5, 6, 8, 13 now. NXT have taken over. TNA have only won 3 matches out of the last... How many is that? 11. They've won 3 out of 11 TNA even. NXT really starting to show their superiority. Right, I love you. Leave a good night. God bless. I'll be the same. Please do like and subscribe with the good stuff, and I'll see you again later. Bye-bye.